Am I late to my own meeting? Or are y'all just early?
We're just ready to go.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, we were just early. So, Karis, where are you partying at? You look like you're like having
She's
a good.
at the pool.
Yes, I'm at the pool, and Hudson is at home, and Brock is playing basketball. So we're all in different places, but Brock is on the court at the moment, so he won't make it.
We'll see him on Friday. We know he won't no show.
Oh, look what you did.
See, you're not- Goodbye, team. Yeah. Six.
Hey there.
Hey, Dempsey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
Doing well. I'm getting some feedback from your end, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have any other devices here.
Are we open twice?
Sorry about that.
Okay, we may have a few more people joining. It looks like we have a few more people still coming in, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I don't see very many parents on here. I see some parents. Okay. All right, kids. Well, y'all are gonna have to be responsible to tell your parents when to go and where to go and what to pack. Okay.
Yeah, take care of me, Kate.
I got you.
So I will be
You're not the
sending out, or maybe Karis, because she's rock star. We'll be sending out a lot of this information on email, so you'll have it in writing. But I'm going to go over some of the basics of travel for Friday, and then a little bit about what to expect and what to bring. So we're going to start with Friday. So our flight is at 9:40 a.m. out of Intercontinental. So we will be flying United, which means we will check in Terminal C at the CE check-in. Now, this won't be the same for everyone because some of you guys are coming in a little bit differently, but those of you that are coming in differently, I will work with you guys individually Dempsey and Emily and Marin and Colby will have slightly different travel arrangements, but you will all be on our same 9:40 a.m. flight out of Houston. So you may get to Houston differently, but you will all be together with us at the same time on that flight. So we will meet at 7 a.m. On Friday morning in the C terminal. We are doing the check-ins. It's a group check-in, so we will check your group in. We have all your passport information and everything that needs to be done for check-in is already entered. We will check you in, so you don't have to worry about that 9:40 check-in 24 hours in advance. We will handle that for you. When you arrive at the airport, you'll have your bag. Everybody has one bag included. Please don't bring more than the one bag because we don't want to haul it around Costa Rica for 10 days. So you'll have your one checked bag in your backpack or whatever carry-on travel bag for the trip you'll be bringing with you. But we will do all that once you arrive and see together. It should be super fun. I don't anticipate any issues with all of that. We have plenty of time. We're all sitting around the same area on the plane. So if we all get sat down and people want to move, then we can do that. That shouldn't be an issue. You will need to download the United app if you want to do anything while you're on the plane. I know you'll have to pay for Wi-Fi if you want that, but just download some stuff. It's only a 3-hour and 45-minute flight. It's not that long. So download 2 movies and you'll be there. Or better yet, meet your friends that you're going to be spending the next 10 days with, and let's, get to know each other a little bit better. Any other questions about the specific check-in and the arrival at the airport time?
You
Yeah.
said he's different or he's not different?
So
Yes.
Dempsey is however you guys are getting to Houston the night
Yeah.
before, and then he is the same as you guys.
So group check-in, all that's the same.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. I'm sorry. Dempsey is separate. Dempsey is on, yes, because you guys booked Dempsey
Right.
individually, but he is linked to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will have to check him in. I'm sorry. I'm glad you said that. Thank you, Stephanie.
So,
I see
but
Karis nodding her head and reminding me.
so
Okay.
we can check him in ahead, but we'd still meet you at 7. So he's with you
Yes.
at that point.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, he can go ahead and go on through if you want him to go through security and be waiting for us.
Okay.
He can check his bag because y'all have handled all of that stuff.
Okay.
But we'll all be meeting. So if you want to wait for us there, you're more than welcome to, and we can all go through security together. It'll
Okay.
be one big happy family.
Okay, sounds great. Thank
Okay. Colby's coming in the night before. Marin's coming in the night before. Emily is coming in the night before as well. Any other questions about that? Thank you, Stephanie, for that reminder. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right. Next thing we're going to go over is the very specifics of packing. You guys all got that giant packing list that Sam gave you. Okay. They've been doing this for like 20 years, so they've got it pretty good. He reiterated to us on our chaperones call the other day that the most important things were raincoats, the proper shoes, insect spray, and sunscreen. Those were the things that he said were. Anything I missed, Josh?
No, that's right.
Okay.
A
The rest of the things.
a good raincoat, not a like you'd pack to go to Disney poncho. Like a good poncho or a good raincoat, that's highly advised.
Something you will be wearing over and over and over. Apparently, it's going to rain every day because we are in the rainforest. So not all day, every day, but sometime every day it will rain on us. And I was gonna suggest I didn't look at the packing list again just now. I'm making everybody in my family pack 2 swimsuits just so that one can dry and one can be worn, but that's totally up to you. That's just my 2 cents because I don't like to wear a wet swimsuit if I don't have to. The next thing, can y'all all see my shirt, my foundation shirt? Okay, y'all all should have gotten one of these. We should have mailed it to you when you registered. The only one that I can think that might not have one is Colby. Colby, did I send you one in the mail?
I don't know. I have to check on that actually.
Okay, will you let Jacob know? And I will have an extra one here for you just in case when you get here the night before.
Okay, I will.
Okay, perfect. But everybody else should have one. You got it with your registration. That is what we are going to wear so that we can find each other and we can keep up with each other a little bit easier on Friday. You also may have gotten this shirt already. Those of you that live far away have not gotten it. I will give it to you when you get here. Can y'all see? I don't know if you can see it because it's, oh my camera. Anyways, it is a line, it's like a green foundation. It's a rash guard. So we have those for your kids. It is a SPF long sleeve shirt, which is what Sam suggested that we wear pretty often. So we have one with a foundation on it. You guys that are local should have gotten one already. Those of you that are flying in, I will give you yours on the morning of. So when you're thinking about packing, you will have that shirt that you're bringing. You'll have your blue shirt that you're wearing. And then you'll have one more t-shirt that is our trip shirt that I will be bringing to you at the airport. So when you're packing, you can remember you'll have those things with you. I'm also going to send this out on an email. So you'll also have that information.
Carrie,
Um,
I have not delivered Jan and Elliot's rash guard yet, but I have them.
Okay, Jan and Elliot, yours are coming. Okay.
Where are
there's
those
also- Go ahead.
Are they like water, like they can wear them in the water too?
Yeah, they're like rash guard, SPF, quick dry. We've used the same brand for years and years when we go to do scout things. And the kids wear them all the time at camp and in the water and everything. They're great for that. Okay. Next thing anybody else have any questions about packing or any of those questions?
Make sure you bring a headlamp.
Oh, yes. And that's on Sam's list too, right? Yes,
Yes.
headlamp. You want to be able to see the turtles. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next thing. A couple of questions that I've had posed to me is how much money to travel with. Okay, Sam's group always suggests about $50. I really don't have an opinion one way or the other about that. It's, we're paying for all the food. We're paying for all the things. They will have snacks for you. You're going to have a water bottle. There'll be fresh, cold water wherever we are. If your kid is the kind that wants to buy a snack or an ice cream or whatever, then yes, you should bring some extra money for those kind of things because we won't be buying that kind of stuff. We'll be feeding you actual meals and there'll be a few snacks here and there. If you want some snacks like on the plane or in the airport, you should bring some extra cash for that. If you want to buy a souvenir, a t-shirt, something when we go to the market, you should bring some cash for that. I have not ever had any issues with them taking dollars in Costa Rica, but we can also change money if we need to. My thought is don't bring a lot of money. It's stuff you got to keep up with, and you probably don't need to be spending it anyway. Dempsey had a question. Yes.
What is the currency of Costa Rica?
The
Cologne.
Colones?
Colones.
That's it.
Colones.
Yes. And there's like 250 of them to the dollar. So it was a fun exchange rate. I know when we went a couple of years ago, we just used American money and it wasn't a big deal because we didn't spend a lot of money. We weren't, we were buying a few things from the little local vendor or something. But again, that's a personal decision. But Sam's suggestion is about $50. You will have to keep up with that yourself. We will not keep up with that for you. So we will help you be responsible, but put it in a great place in your backpack where you can keep up with it. When you get to the airport and you get on the plane, because nowadays you have to show your passport when you board the plane. It was pretty cool. They take your picture and match it to your passport. I thought it was really cool the last time. That was like 3 weeks ago or something, 4 weeks ago. Once you do that, we will take care of your passport. So your kid does not have to worry about losing their passport. The chaperones or guides, we will keep those safe. And then we will be doing the check-in again, except for Dempsey. Stephanie, you'll have to do that again on the way back. But we will keep them safe, get everybody checked in for the return flight home. Any questions about money or passports or keeping things safe? Okay, perfect. I love all the shaking heads no. All right, the one last thing I do
Hey,
want to go over.
I got a question.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt there.
Nope, go
Can
ahead.
you make sure you take pictures of your passport and also make a copy of your passport ahead of time?
Everybody catch that? So put a picture of your passport on your phone and then make a copy of it so you have that as well. Just in case we have one lost or, stolen. I mean, you just never know what happens when you travel. So we try to be responsible, but we don't ever know. So, let's see. Okay, the last thing I wanted to go over is communication. So I know the chaperones have talked to you guys a little bit about cell phones. You will have your cell phones some of the time, and some of the time you will not have your cell phones. E&E's policy is no cell phones are anywhere near water, so they will be taken up and stored in the travel group's dry box when we are around the water. That's not my rule, that is their rule. So that will be that around water. We are going to be limiting some of your use of your cell phone because we want to be able to work as a group. And even if you did have it, you're not going to have any cell phone coverage because we're going to be in the rainforest. There'll be really limited coverage. There may be, Sam said that some of the properties we're staying at will have very limited Wi-Fi, but we're going to be at eco lodges and a research station there with the scientists. So it's it should be nice, comfortable lodging, but it's not going to be fancy lodging. My promise to the parents and what I did the last couple of times, I will update you at least once a day. Last year we were in a more metropolitan environment and I posted 2 or 3 times a day, put up pictures, tried to get a picture of everybody so everybody's parent could see that they, we had a picture of them. I will do my very best to do pictures, but they don't upload as fast as just notes do. So my promise to you guys is I will at least update you once a day. The easiest thing for me to do is like an Instagram post because it hits Facebook as well, but I can post in the group me. If I can get pictures uploaded, I will do that as much as I can. And again, you are welcome to contact your camper. I just don't know how good the cell phone coverage there will be. My guess is it will be similar to being in a national park here, where sometimes you're on top of the mountain and you have cell phone coverage, and sometimes you're in the valley and you don't. My guess is sometimes we will have cell coverage and sometimes we don't. So make sure that you decide ahead of time, is your kid going to have an international plan and access to their phone whenever they have it? Make sure that you call ahead or plan for that so that you don't have out of country usage. If anybody has any questions on how to do that, Ricky and I are pretty used to doing it, so we can give you some tips on that. Any questions? I think I went through that really fast, but does anybody else have any? Yes, Dempsey.
Just real quick, I was thinking of bringing like a waterproof body cam for the like whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
Be okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep up with it, 100%. That sounds great.
Okay.
I think Josh has one like that too, and Ricky might have one as well, but sounds, I mean, if it makes you happy and you want to do photos like that, then go for it.
Yeah, I'll be bringing my GoPro as well, Dempsey. So to take pictures and video as we're going down.
Yeah. I just thought it's cool. I've seen people doing it and I thought that we would document it like that.
And I know in the years past, the guides were really good about taking photos as well. So like I said, I will try my very hardest to get pictures up every day, but I promise I will at least give you an update on, hey, we're here. This is what we're doing. The itinerary should be updated with our lodging. So in an emergency, you can contact that lodging or you can contact me. You guys all should have my cell phone number. But that will be, that itinerary is the one we will be following. It is accurate. It is updated. I think he updated it a couple of days ago with all the information. And I know last year I was able to just Google the hotels we were staying at and pull them up and just, scout out a little bit ahead of time.
Is that
Yes.
the recent one you sent us, the itinerary? You sent it, the
It's
update?
on that, it's on the main Google page.
Okay. On
Yeah,
what-
so it should be the one that's up on the Google page. That's where he keeps everything updated. And I can put it out again if we need to.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Google page is. Sorry.
I'll
It's
post
that-
it. I can post it in the group meet after this.
Perfect. Thank you, Karis. And when you go to that page, there's like 6
Great, got
tabs at the top. The packing tab is one of them. The itinerary tab is one of them. The last thing I have, and then I'll take questions. I sent out on the group me yesterday or Friday, maybe 2 days ago, 2 waivers that need to be signed. They need to be signed by the parent. If you are under 18, if you were over 18, you can sign your own. It asks for a lot of information that you have already given me 100 times, and I'm very sorry. This is the one that has to go to the research station that we are staying at. It is very specific to them, and Sam said that we will be delayed getting in if everyone doesn't have that turned in. So if you would please fill that in. I did our families. It took me 10 minutes to do 4 of them, and it sent me an email that said that the reserve had received my information. So just please do that. If we get there and we don't have one, I'm going to be filling it out for your kid while we're standing outside waiting to get on a boat. So I would prefer not to do that. Anyways, okay. What did I miss? What other questions do we have?
Where do we do that? Where do we fill in the information?
It was on that main group me. Connor can put it in the traveler one as well. I put it out, let's see. It should say, let me tell you exactly what it says. It went out on
Went
May
out on
30th.
Friday.
And it says Pequari Reserve, and there's a release form and then a characteristics, contact, and medical information. The release form is super simple and easy. It's just a signature and a date. But the other form asks for like medical information because we're staying inside the research station on their property. So they're asking for that information. And I think it did have, I don't remember if it asked for your passport, but it did ask for some pretty detailed information. And again, I know y'all have all given that to us several times, but this is their requirement and I have no say over it. I just want to go see some turtles and monkeys. Okay. Connor just posted a question about, you asked about tipping, Connor? Okay, so the tip is a group tip, and I do that myself. So if your traveler wants to do a little individual tipping because they had a really great time and thought somebody did an amazing job, they're totally welcome to do that. But I handle the group tips for our guides, for our activities, and for our meals. So the only thing that you guys have to worry about is spending money.
However, I'll be like Andy last year. If anybody wants to buy me anything on the trip, I'm perfectly okay with that.
It's fair. It's fair. Don't turn down free stuff.
If I were to bring like a digital camera, could I keep it in the dry box when we get near the water, like a small one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I know when Jacob's group traveled, they didn't have their cell phones a lot of times. They all had this small, like a $40 camera that they got, like we bought one for Jacob. I see Colby nodding on that one. Jacob had like a $40 camera we bought off of Amazon. It was water resistant, but not an underwater camera. He used that, I think, for the first like 4 months before it got damaged, and he was camping out 2 weeks a month. So if you want to bring something like that so that you always have a camera with you, even when your stuff is put away, you're welcome to bring something like that. And afterwards, I'll put up all the pictures up on a big Google group. Then y'all can add your pictures to it so that everybody will have all the pictures that are all together. And I mean, I like to take pictures, so there should be a lot of pictures. Even if I can't upload them every day like I did last year, I will still take them, and you guys will get to see them. So, anybody else have any other questions? Yes.
I filled out all the forms for the reservation thing with the reserve, but I didn't get an email, so maybe I'll do it again just in case.
Okay. Well, I got some kind of response, but I don't.
I'll just double check and make sure.
Okay. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Also,
Anybody else? Any other questions?
I was just gonna say real quick that
Yeah.
my phone occasionally, it happened when we were going river rafting last weekend. We were completely out of cell phone Wi-Fi coverage connected to a satellite, and I was still able to text people. So if you want to upload stuff, I could text it to my mom and she could upload it in case we're
Okay.
ever like
I think that we'll have some limited Wi-Fi in the evenings. I don't want to make a promise that I'm going to upload 10 pictures every night to the parents, and then, I can upload at like the slowest internet speed known to man, and I get like one picture uploaded. But I do promise that I will give you updates if I have cell coverage more often. I will give you updates more often, but I promise at least before I go to bed I will send out something so that hey, we're all safe, we all made it here. And I will do my very best, but I do feel that I can at least get a message out. Any other questions? Anybody else have anything? I don't have anything else on my list. I don't need to keep you guys all day. So if nobody else has any other questions, I will send this information out kind of in a summary, so that y'all have it. And then we will see all of you guys on Friday morning, 7 a.m. C terminal check-in, wearing your blue shirts. And
Sounds awesome.
I'm really excited.
Looking forward to seeing everybody on Friday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.